I'm MuvaMaat, and this video is about melanin women taking accountability. Now, what does that mean? Melanin women, this year, 2024, this is your time to take accountability in healing yourself. It is time to start taking accountability on healing yourself. Melanin women, we like to think nothing's wrong with us. We know it all. No one can tell us nothing. A lot of us been raising ourselves since we was little girls. A lot of us never had mothers, and if we did have mothers, our mothers were not the best example of what it means to be queenly, and what it means to be a woman. And that's completely fine. And then it's really hard as well because we don't really have that many examples out here in society that helps us either to be divine queens that we are supposed to be, leading our men. And when I say leading our men, I don't mean being the provider and the protector, but I mean being the healthy and the divine nurturer, the divine aligner, the feminine energy that is missing on the planet. And so when we talk about feminine energy, it's not just about putting on makeup and putting on lashes and putting on perfume and looking good, but it is about how you feed the soul of the children. How do you feed the soul of the melanin kings? And so 2024 is the year of execution and solutions. We can sit here and talk about so many problems and faults that weigh on the melanin community, but this year we're talking about solutions. It's time for us to get it together. The whole world is looking at us and they're laughing. We know how cool we are. We know how tight we are. We know how dope we are. We know that they will steal from us, copy us, and then ridicule us all at the same time. And yet we continue to allow ourselves to be the laughing stock of society. When in all reality, everyone knows how freaking amazing we are, how freaking magical we are, how dynamic we are. Everybody knows it except for us, except for you. So 2024, it is time for you to take accountability in your healing process, in your healing journey. But this year is about solutions. And the healing of our people is going to rest on our backs. Why? Because we are the natural nurturers. We are the natural nurturers. And once we heal, everything else can heal. But if we don't think that we need to heal, then our oppressors are furthermore succeeding with their plans for us. Because we do need to heal. We need a lot of help, melanin women. And we have to get out of these mindsets that nothing's wrong with us. Because a lot is wrong with us. Our poop do stink sometimes. We talk so much about the melanin man, at the same time forgetting that we birthed them and we raised them. So it is time for us to pull up a seat in front of the mirror and take a long, long look. Start digging and fixing what is broken inside. It is time to take time with that little girl inside of you and to speak to her and to hear her. And women, if we love to talk about what the black man need or what the melanin man needs and what the melanin kings need to do or what they're not doing, but we don't ever want to talk about what we need to do and what we're not doing. We are aware that there's a major disconnect between the two of us, melanin men and melanin women. But it's going to be up to the melanin women to heal that and to fix it. It is going to be up to us. Why? Because we are the natural nurturers. A lot of men do not talk to y'all. A lot of men don't open up to y'all. A lot of men don't trust y'all. As much as you don't trust them, they don't trust you. Because you're not well equipped enough to take on what this society has done to him. A lot of y'all beg y'all men to vent to y'all, and then when the man finally talk to y'all, it's a one and done deal because you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to take on what he tells you. Just like in Baby Boy. What Jody tell you that? He was like, I don't tell you the truth because you can't handle it. That's real. And so once we start taking accountability towards our healing, then we can get somewhere. And a healed woman can only start walking throughout society as a healer. A healed woman can begin to create and nurture and heal, and things that come in your presence and in your path will bloom and blossom. You could do it, Melanin Queen, but you can't do it by being in a club 24/7. You can't do it by giving all your energy to these celebrities, putting them first before you. A lot of these, y'all don't even know, a lot of these men do not even like really be fooling with these celebrity women. They will lust after them all day, but they want the divine real women in their face. And so because your idol is Carisha, your idol is Cardi B, and you choose to dress like them and look like them on the regular, a lot of these dudes, they're gonna lust after it, but that's why they're not gonna really treat you A1 or treat you like a divine queen, because these celebrities aren't really divine queens, and we don't really have that many examples of what a divine queen look like out here. So we think that the right way is what is put in front of us on television, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's why this year we're flipping that narrative. We're flipping that narrative. That is not what men want to see, y'all. Men, listen to me. That is not what men want to see. Men do not want to see you getting BBLs. They don't want to see you with a BBL. They don't want to see you with your BBL hanging out. They want you to be classy, and classy meaning not only look beautiful, not only be covered up, but also be educated, also be healed, and be in the process of healing. If anything, care about you, focus on you, love you. And when you do all those things, it shows. Now, what does it look like when you're healing? First, you have to start with forgiving yourself. And then you have to start with forgiving those that hurt you. Now, is that easier said than done? Absolutely. But is it possible? Yes. And is it worthy? Very much so. Very much so. We've all dealt with trauma. We all deal with pain. But you have to forgive your traumatizer. You have to. You have to look at that little girl in the mirror and face her. Is it easier said than done? Abso-freaking-lutely. But very much so worth it, beautiful queen. very much so worth it. Those oppressors, those folks that put love in excuse me, that put love and hip hop in your face and shove all this ratchet rap down your throat, they don't want to see you evolve. They want to continue to see you in the plight and pain and miserable state that you're in. MuvaMaat don't. Because I know that there's so much more to you than what you could even fathom. And I know that a lot of it may have felt like it's been taken away from you. Maybe by your mother, maybe by your father, maybe by a family member, maybe by a stranger. But that doesn't matter. 2024 is about you taking accountability. No more pointing fingers outward. It's time to point that finger to yourself. That New Year's resolution that you set, we acting on it this year. Simple. Society know how dope you are. That's why they copy you, sis. Society know how dynamic you are. That's why they want you to be trying to be something else. That's why they don't want you to take that stringent journey inside yourself, because they want you to keep looking at everybody else. They want you to keep feeling like trash. MuvaMaat don't. So that's why I made this video. Because I love you and I care about you. And I know that we don't want to hear it. That we think we know it all. And I know a lot of us gonna feel like that this ain't got nothing to do with them. But for the queens out there that want to change, and I know that change is a very vague word and a very uncomfortable conformity. Is it worth it? Very much so. Very much so. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save us. It's up to us, melanin queens, to start today, to start now. And you can do it. I am just the ambassador for the Most High. I am just the ambassador for the Most High. And I desire to be your accountability partner for the year 2024 and the years to come. Because we need each other. We really do. And if we rely on Love and Hip Hop and all these other shows, baddies of the East, West, North, West Coast, whatever, all we're going to do is keep tearing each other down. Keep seeing the worst in all of us. Keep seeing the worst in ourselves. And we're not going to get nowhere. And we don't think we could be wiped out. But look at the Indians. Melanin people don't think they could be wiped out. But look at the Indians. Where are we headed? We are the healers. And if you're a single mother out there and you have a young melanin king and you be talking trash about these melanin men, I love you all. I love you all so much. And I know that you can do it. My queens, you are queens. Now, what does it look like to be a queen? Taking accountability. What does that look like? That looks like putting you first, sis. Putting you first. Putting you before your kids sometimes. And I know that that sounds so much easier than said. I mean, it's easier said than done. But you got to put yourself before your kids sometimes. You have to put yourself before your job sometimes. I grew up in a household where my mother didn't know how to put anything else before me. Now, I know we say, well, that's good parenting, but at the same time, how unhealthy is that? It's very. Because when you're not putting yourself first and you're not putting any love into yourself, you're depriving yourself from something that is super duper important, which is being balanced. We need more balance in our life. And as melanin women, we don't really know how to balance. Because we are people who have suffered so much injustice and imbalances that we are out of whack. with the natural alignment in the world. Melanin people in general are used to matrilineal societal structures. So because we live in a patriarch, that's already a major imbalance for our well-being. So now, melanin women, it is our time to reclaim our alignment with Mother Nature, our alignment with ourselves, our alignment with our lineage, with our ancestors, and those that come before us that want to see us healthy, that want to see us thriving. Putting you first means looking at you and only you, going inside of you, looking inside of you. Not looking at Cardi, not looking at Beyonce, not looking at Carisha, but looking at you, making you your own muse, you being your own idol. And I know it's difficult and it's hard and it's sometimes cringing to have to look inside of you, because we may not find anything beautiful inside of us anymore, if we ever did. And sometimes it is the woman or the women who come before us that have taken that away from us, the beauty that was ever within, because it was taken away from them. For some of us, it was men who took that beauty away from us, that took that confidence away from us. And so this is your year to reclaim it all back. Now, I make this video because I love you. I'm an assistant. I'm an ambassador of the Most High. And it is time for melanin women to start taking accountability, because when you heal you, and when we heal us, we can heal our male counterpart. When we heal us, we can heal our male counterpart. A lot of us want love. A lot of us want real relationships, but you're not getting what you really truly want, and you're getting, half-ass relationships and this and that, because melanin men and melanin women have such a disconnect that the melanin men don't talk to you, the melanin men don't trust you, because you don't know how to receive him properly. So once you start healing yourself, he'll trust you more, he'll open up more, and then he will be more open to healing. And as we keep doing these, as we continue to take these baby steps, we'll soon have such a beautiful garden of restoration and everything else that our oppressors don't want to see. But this is the year that we have to start taking accountability. Taking accountability means forgiving yourself, forgiving those that hurt you. No one else is going to save you. So you can't hold on to hurt. You can't hold on to pain. You can't hold on to the trauma no more. So forgive your traumatizer and keep it pushing. Easier said than done, I know. But somebody has to say it. It has to be said, and it has to be said in a way that we know that this is it. This is time. We don't think we could be wiped out. Melanin people don't think we could be wiped out. Look at the Indians. Time is running out. And love and hip hop is not helping us. Ain't nobody on love and hip hop gonna tell you to take accountability. And no, we don't want to hear it because we grown. No, we don't want to hear it because it's comfortable. Change is very uncomfortable. It's brutal. Is it worth it? Very much so. And you, beautiful queen, and all the beautiful queens out there, you are worthy of so much more than you know. And that's why I'm here to tell you. MuvaMaat is here to let you know that you can do it. You are capable. And whatever the enemy tried to steal from you, it didn't take much. It's still there. It's inside of you. Now all you have to do is go inside of yourself and at least just take the effort and attempt to go inside. That's it. 2024, just attempt it. Those New Year resolutions that you made, execute. Leave the deadbeat dusties alone. Leave them lames alone. Let him go, sis. 2024 is not for him to be walking beside you, sleeping beside you, if he is not making the contributions necessary to be in the palace. Period. Let that job go. Take a break when the break is needed. If it's time to take a trip, book it. All right, 2024 is about execution, not excuses. Accountability with your healing, melanin queens, because we all need to do it. Figure it out. Figure out what it is that you want. Figure it out. Figure out what it is. Figure it out who you are. Because a lot of us don't even know what we want. A lot of us don't know who we are. Finding yourself is like a never-ending journey, but it starts somewhere. And a lot of us are just out here on autopilot. A lot of us are out here living in the frequency of fight or flight still. A lot of us are just out here. And if you over 30 and you just out here and your idols are Megan Thee Stallion and City Girls, come on. This is what accountability means. Accountability means knowing and being able to witness that you can do better than it. I'm not trying to disrespect none of the melanin queens, but it's just that if you're over 30 and the club is more important than anything else, be real with yourself. If you're over 30 and you're looking up to celebrities still, be real with yourself. If you're over 30 and you don't read, be real with yourself. America, society is looking at us and they're laughing, and we continue to allow ourselves to be the laughing stocks. And then we want to talk mess, and then we want to fight and do the most when things don't go our way. I'm not going to say it's time to wake up, melanin queens. It's just time to take accountability. And you can do it. I believe in you. Saying that, I'm over my yacht, and I love you.